It's spooky time. As a kid, I never really watched that many horror movies, just because I was just way too scared of everything. Like, the scariest shit back then that I used to watch was Five Nights at Freddy's lore videos. So I guarantee I probably wouldn't be able to survive something like Friday the 13th. But what I've been doing in recent years is going through as many horror movies as I can every October. From shit that I've seen like a million times and I just love to death, like Halloween, The Shining, The Lighthouse, to old classic shit that I just never got around to, which kind of brings me to the movie that I want to talk about today, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Am I close enough to the mic? Is this good? Now, I saw this movie like a week ago, and I've seen it like 3 times since then, which is actually kind of surprising to me because when I first watched this movie, in the beginning I thought it was very slow and kind of boring, but the more it went on, the more I thought to myself, damn, this is fucking genius. And it's mainly because of those slow ass, stable, far away shots that I found kind of boring in the beginning, but I now see as using simplicity in the best way possible, which this whole movie does. The story is not super complex. The characters barely have any personality, but it fucking works. And it works because it's mainly trying to show you the story rather than tell you a story, if that makes sense. And the music they actually use in this film isn't anything like insane or special or anything like that. In fact, I love this film mainly because it uses not a lot of music. When there's a giant like jump scare shit, there's not a boom, which in my opinion is very hard for a horror movie to do, to just have these very still shots with zero music and still making it very creepy and intense. Like, there's no extra shit in this scene, there's nothing, you see it all right there with your own eyes, and it's still creepy as hell. I guess what I'm really trying to get after is sometimes the bare basic bone is so much more powerful and effective than just adding a bunch of trash that really doesn't need to be there on top of it. Which I'm actually guilty of that. In the past, I've been known to overcomplicate things that really don't need to be that complicated. Adding extra transitions just to show off my editing skills, rewatching the same video over and over and over again until I've reached the absolute perfection. And even when I reach that perfection and I release it, it's still not going to be perfect in a few weeks. Which is actually what Texas Chainsaw Massacre helped me realize, that I shouldn't have to do any of that extra stuff, because that doesn't benefit the art and the things that I'm trying to create. That stuff just makes me overthink, and overthinking really just doesn't get anybody anywhere. I don't know what I'm talking about. What?